Hi students, welcome to FS 103, Success for Online Students. My name is Connie Ogle and I will be your instructor this semester. Before we start, the most important thing that I want to convey to you all is that I'm here to help you. If you have any questions about the course, if anything confuses you, please don't hesitate to email me, text me, call me. I have, if you look at the main page of our course shell, my cell phone number and my email are right there, as well as on the syllabus I have those. I do check my email daily, but the quickest and fastest and easiest way to get a hold of me is by text message, because unless I'm physically teaching in class, I can usually respond to you fairly quickly. So many students do text me if they have questions. Don't hesitate to text me. You're not bothering me. I'm happy to help you at any time. So feel free to shoot me a text message if you have a question. So basically, this course is a required course for most HAC students. It's a mandate that was started a few years back where all students are required to take either a 3-credit or a 1-credit version of this class. And that is because it has been shown to greatly increase retention, meaning that you will stay and you will complete your classes, and this course will greatly aid you in that. And I think you will find that this is an interesting course because it teaches you a lot of skills necessary to be a successful student, but also just has lots of stuff to talk about how to be successful in life and your career and personal relationships with others. So I think you will find it an interesting course. How the course will run, and I want to show you this real quick. You should be able to see my screen. And my screens look a little bit different than yours since I'm instructing, but when you first log into your D2L system, you'll see right here that there's a button that says Student D2L Tutorials. And if you click on there, it kind of breaks it up into different tutorials, like how do I post to a discussion board? How do I use the drop boxes? How do I access quizzes? Things like that. If this is your first online course, I would greatly suggest looking through those tutorials. They're all very short, but they will greatly help you. So look through that. If it's not your first online course, you might be okay. It also, just as a word of help, all the libraries at any of the HAC campuses will help students with D2L navigation. So if you need extra help, you're not grasping something, you always can come into the library and they will help you with that as well. And also, obviously, you can email me and text me questions. So I'm going to go ahead into our course, and I just want to show you a little bit about the navigation of the course. So when you first come in, you'll be starting here at the Start Here video. There's an introduction about myself, and you can see my family. And then the course is broken down into 16 different modules. And so each week we'll be going through going through a module. So you can either get to the modules by going down here, or you can go in through the content section, which I'll show you in a second. Right here you will see, and let me just change this so I'm showing you in a student view what this would kind of look like, so it makes it easier for you. So when you go into assessments, and if you go to grades, that's where you can see the grade book for this course, and that way you can keep up to date with what your grades are. You can access quizzes within the modules. You'll see access to the quizzes, or you can also get them through this quizzes tab right here to access the quizzes. And the Dropbox, so where you'll go when you click on Dropbox, that's how every assignment will be submitted. So there's a Dropbox folder for every assignment. So for example, one of the first assignments that you have to do this week is to complete an info sheet, a student info sheet, just so that I have your contact information. I can get a hold of you if I need to. So what you do is you would click on the Dropbox, and well, first of all, you'd find the assignment, which is in the first module, and then you would download the assignment. So let's go into the content. And again, you can get this from the content from here, and the content are at the bottom of the module. So let's go into module 1, which runs August 27th through September 2nd. And everything, each module has submodules. So there's an overview section. That's where you want to look for first. There's always an overview and instructions. That's the first thing you want to look at each week, which will tell you about what you need to do. And then there's a content section, everything that you need to view, everything that you need to watch, videos, handouts are all right there. And then activities and assignments, things you're submitting, homework, quizzes, things like that. So the student info sheet would be right here. So what you would do is you would open up that student info sheet. And if you are working with a Mac computer, you usually need to save your downloads as a PDF or else I won't be able to open them. Anybody using any other computer, you're fine. Just give this 1 second. It's just it's downloading. Or you can just press download to kind of speed that up, and sometimes that will. So I'm going to open up this student info sheet, and that's giving me something else. So hold on for a second. It's opening up. And so what I would do is put enable editing, and I will put my name in here if it was me filling this out and I was a student, and I would put Connie Ogle. And just, do that. Just fill in, just take out the thing and put what your email address is. So just basically going to fill this out. And then fill out the whole thing, and then you're just going to save it as however you want to save it and wherever you want to save it. I'm just going to save it to my desktop for now. And I would suggest creating a folder just for this class, so everything you save for this class is in that folder, so if something gets misplaced or I ask you for something, it's there. So save, and then I'm going to go out of this document, out of this, and then I'm going to go back up to the top and go into the Dropbox for the class. And again, all the assignments get submitted through a Dropbox. So this first assignment, the student info sheet, I completed it. I saved it to my computer or to my flash drive or whatever. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in. This is how you submit it. You can leave a comment for me. You don't have to. But if you have something to say about the assignment that I need to know, you can submit it. Most students just leave the comments blank. So I'm going to press submit. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not going to press submit. I need to add the file first. I'm teaching you this and I'm not even doing it correctly. So I'm going to add a file. So I need to look for the file that is the student info sheet because that's what the Dropbox is. And again, I saved it on my desktop, so I'm looking for student info sheet right here. I'm going to open, and then I'm going to add. And then what's going to happen is you should see it right there. Okay? And then again, you can leave me a comment if you need to. If there's nothing special you need to tell me, you don't need to say anything, and then just submit. And then when it says submit, you should get a thing saying, yeah, see, it says file submission successful. So now you know, and it says confirmation email sent successfully. So you know that went into the Dropbox, sorry about that, accurately, okay? So going back to the course home, so that's what we can do with the assessments tab. So we can, just go over here. Again, under the assessments tab, we have the Dropbox where we would submit our assignments. We can check our grades, and we can access quizzes. We don't need to worry about those last two things. There's a communications tab where you can access the discussion posts in this class. They are also embedded in each module, but in case you need to find one and you can't find it, it's in there. You also can find a class list where if you open up this, you can find other classmates and you can email them or myself within the class. And then here's another link to the Dropbox. So you can either go through there to the Dropbox or here to the Dropbox. This is just some resources. Smart Thinking is an online tutoring service we offer. Those D2L tutorials I talked about and things like that. Okay. So the main things you're going to be going into is the content, the assessment, and the Dropbox. So again, in order to get to the content, each module, you can come down here or you can go again into the content and then the content. So when you go into the content for each week, you'll see the weekly module. So if it was the first one, and you're going to always read the overview first and then complete what it's telling you to complete. And then view all the content, complete all the assignments and activities. Okay. There's a quiz this first week on the syllabus, on the syllabus and on the course, just making sure that you're logging in. It's just to make sure you've read over the syllabus. So you will just click on that in order to take the quiz. But the quizzes are only accessible during certain dates. So you can't always get into them and take them unless it's that module week. So that's just something to know. So I hope this has been helpful. That's just a little bit about how to navigate the course. If you have any questions or need any help, just remember that I'm always here to help you. I'm just an email or a text away, and feel free to contact me if you need anything. Take care, and I hope you have a great semester.